Most of us understand what the correct decision is in a given situation. So it's go to the gym instead of sleeping in, it's reading instead of watching TV, it's working hard, doing the work you have to do, even when you don't feel like doing it, even though no one else will know that you haven't done it. Like in my line of work, I could do nothing. And people wouldn't really see that I'm not doing anything, but I'll know. And over time, those will have compound effects that will lead to things that I don't want to see in my life. So what we're positioned with, or what we're pitted with when we have these little daily decisions, and that's kind of the point of the video, is to highlight the fact that these seemingly insignificant decisions we make on a daily basis, whether to hit the snooze button, whether to go to the gym, whether to eat this and not that, these decisions are the most important decisions you're going to make in your life. Why? Because you make them so frequently, and because over time they have compounding effects. So they can have compounding positive effects, or they can have compounding negative effects. So the easiest example is a very visual one. You can see what you look like over time if you work out every day and eat right every day. Over time, over 6 months, a year, 2 years, whatever, you will have a completely different physique. However, you work out once, you're not going to see anything different in the mirror. You work out twice, you're not going to see anything different in the mirror. It takes time for these effects to compound, but when they do start creating results, they're profound, they're massive. With our work, with our spending habits, with our diet habits, over time, these decisions have massive effects. Just imagine if every day you made the right decision. We don't, because we don't think that they're that important. We choose the short term over the long term. So it's a good way to decipher what a good decision is versus what a bad decision is. The short-term decisions that we make or that we choose are typically tied to pleasure. Things like sex, things like tasty foods, things like laziness. These are pleasures in the present, but in the future, in the long term, they have negative effects. The right decision will have short-term pain, the workout, the doing the work, the discipline, whatever. That might have short-term pain, short-term struggle, but it helps you achieve your long-term goals. So in the run of a day, when you're pitted with these different decisions, whether to, go to the gym or not go to the gym, you have to look at these decisions not as they are right now, not as the seemingly insignificance of them, but you have to look at them in the long term and the long-term compounding effects. It doesn't matter where you're born, what you're born into, if we just made the correct decision, the decision we know we have to make, typically the discipline decision, every single time, the results would be astronomical. We can't comprehend how much we can create, win, dominate in a lifetime if we simply make these decisions. Now, what gets in the way of these decisions, one, can be a lack of confidence. We don't think that the decision will get us what we want in life because we don't have the confidence to really think that we can get what we want in life. But I'm thinking of a Elon Musk situation. So Charlie Munger listed a bunch of valid and true ways that Tesla would likely fail when he was first starting Tesla. So Musk looked at these things. He was kind of disheartened by that someone he looked up to would say this, but he looked at these reasons for why Tesla would fail and he agreed with them. But he said, I've still got to try. And that's the same with life. You don't have to be confident. You don't have to think you're going to win. You don't have to know or believe in yourself. Some people don't have that confidence. Some people only earn it when they've proven to themselves that they should be confident, that they've won, and they have evidence for the confidence. Regardless of confidence, regardless of your belief in your ability to achieve, you still got to do it. You've still got to do the work, which means you can be both right and wrong. You can be wrong about what you're doing and the path you're going down, but that doesn't mean that the work shouldn't be done. The only way you're going to find out if you're wrong is if you get to the end and it doesn't work. But then that whole process gives you a long list of lessons that will make the next time more likely to succeed. And that's life. We constantly fail, but you have to fail to learn how to win. Most people won't even try to fail because they choose the easy decision, the pleasure in the moment, the fattening foods, the porn, not going out and meeting women, being lazy instead of doing the work, pushing things to tomorrow, procrastinating. So in the run of a day, give these decisions the weight they deserve. If you want to live a great life, choose the right thing every single time or as often as you possibly can. To do this, one other factor that will help will be to kill the past. You are not your mistakes that you've made thus far. The past is a story we tell ourselves. A lot of it isn't true. We've kind of like modified it in our minds. You have to kill the past. The past doesn't exist from a positive or a negative standpoint. So from a negative standpoint, you are not your regrets. So don't regret anything. Just kill it. Leave it dead. On the other hand, you're not your success. Success can lead a lot of people to not do the work because they're resting on their laurels. And then over time, you'll become someone who you don't want to be. So kill the past completely. Don't rest on your laurels. You are not your regrets. Do the work, choose the right decisions in the moment for today, and do it again tomorrow and tomorrow. But for today, just choose the right decisions, and these decisions over time will have massive compounding effects that will lead to a life that's wildly greater than you can imagine. It just takes consistency. Success isn't some grand act. It's not some decision you make that changes your life. Even if you make a great decision, you still have to follow it up with these seemingly insignificant decisions that will compound over time and lead to a great life. All right, that's it. That's the video. Hope you enjoyed it. The point is just treat these little decisions that you make and give them the weight, the importance that they deserve, because they are the most important decisions you're gonna make in your life. I hope that video helped. If you like the video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. That's it. Talk to you next time.